Okay, very good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yes. So we will wait for 1 minute so that some of one is yet to join. Then we will start our session. Yes, now we will start our session. So in the previous, we will discuss about the different type of signals supposed to be like the continuous time signal. Okay, what will be the mathematical operation, the real functions, what discrete time signals, and as well as impulse sample signal. Okay, so that thing uh, we will discuss in the previous lecture, and as well as we will discuss some little bit about the behavioral structure of a uh, different type of signals, right? And what will be the transformation of such signals, that we will discuss in the previous lecture, and as well as we will also discuss the sampling theorem, right? So sampling theorem and different type of signals to be sampled, how on the one analog signal that will be transferred to the high sampling rate, that we will transfer to the medium sampling rate, and as well as we will discuss the low sampling rate. So depending upon the different parameter of a particular signal, we will our sampling signal in such a way so that we will consider the signal as a sampled signal, right? So today we will discuss some basic structures, okay, some more basic structure related to the digital control system. What will be the general form in case of a digital control system? The particular, I already told you in the previous to previous lecture, the different type of some basic model of a digital control system. So what are the different basic elements that we will needed for constructing any such kind of control system, that we will discuss depending upon the different type of samples which we'll already discuss in the previous lectures. Okay, so what will be the output? Okay, so we are considering two different type of for we are using also in this particular block diagram for digital control system, we are also implemented some clock pulse. Okay, so in such system, some points of the system pass through the signals. Some of one may come. So what is 3? So that thing we will discuss, right? So the block diagram of a digital control system, the basic element of the system which will be shown on this particular block, the controller operation is to be controlled by the clock. And in such of a digital control system, some points of the system is pass the signals or varying the amplitude is either the continuous times or it should be the discrete time, while the other point pass through the signals in a numerical code as dissipated whatever the figure which we will draw today right now. Okay, so we have to consider some basic diagrams related to the digital control depending upon the different type of sampling rate of a such signals, whatever the signal we are assigned, right? So now we will directly go to the section. We will share my screen so that you will looking forward. So is my screen is visible? Anjali?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So, okay, one information I will told you before starting the, you got the notice that you have an external examination of the third semester and the fifth
No,
semester.
sir.
Okay, I think tomorrow, the dot day after tomorrow, I give you the notice today. Okay, so you have an examination of an external practical examination for that will be goes online. Okay, I think tomorrow from 10 you have a external viva. Okay, for the fifth semester, right? Okay, third and as well as I think third is it will be 19 tomorrow and the fifth it will be in a 20. So I will give you the notice what will be the schedule, and that will be given. The respective teacher will take you the viva. Okay, so every are instructed to join on this particular session regarding supposed to be if in the fifth semester you have an electrical machine lab, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so those respective teacher will be taking your viva. Okay, tomorrow. Okay, I think. Okay, so I give you by afternoon. I give you the notice. Okay, so in the WhatsApp and as well as our Google group. So that's is why. And also you have I think from tomorrow you have another examination regarding your communication skill, right? So that will be scheduled from 9 to 10 tomorrow. Okay, so you do attend. Miss Joya Mukherjee will take your viva. Okay, for the external communication lab. Okay, which will be there in the fifth semester. Okay, so the detailed schedule I will share with you. Okay, so that you will communicate accordingly, and accordingly your whatever the online link that will share in the WhatsApp group, in the group which you have. Okay, and accordingly you will join. Each and every inform. Rahul is there or not? Rahul Kumar? Rahul is there.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you, I already told in the group. I already published the notice in the group. But still, you told because the 54 is your strength. Okay. So you have to join in the tomorrow's examination of a external viva voce. Okay. Of a practical examination. Okay. So so that every student should join. Okay. Because we will take five student and we will take according to your registration number or roll number. Okay, and we will accordingly we will take five student and then we will go through your wife, right? So I will give you the detailed notice just after your session will be stopped. Okay, so I will give you within 4 p.m. Okay, today. So whatever the notice is. Okay. Okay, so now we will start our session. Okay, so that now is my screen is visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So in the previous lecture, we will discuss this thing. Okay, the sampling. Okay, so different signals, whatever the input signal that we will sample. Okay, in a digital form, which will be the high sample rate, medium sampling rate, and the low sampling rate. Okay, we will also discuss the different three type of different signals, which will be the continuous time signal, discrete time, and the impulse sample signal. So that will be some characteristics of a different, okay, and the sampling. Uh, and what will be the sampling rate and as well as the sampling theorem, right? So today we will discuss about the some basic structure of a digital control system, although we will already discuss. Okay, so we will discuss some brief introduction depending upon the different type of signal which will be there. Okay, so first we have to draw some diagram, okay, of a digital control system, the block diagram of a digital control system. So first we will draw this thing, so then we will discuss. So the block diagram of a digital block diagram of digital control system. Okay, so as we will already discuss the basic block diagram, okay, what component we will see. Okay, so now we will draw the first we have some input. Suppose we have some input. Okay, so there must have some summer. Okay, so supposed to be there will be the positive input and there will be some error signal, right? So now we have sampling and hold signal. What the sampling and hold signal I told you later on, and we are using A to D converter, analog to digital, right? Now after this we are connecting digital computer, or we can say that digital controller. Okay, digital computer will be nothing but a digital controller we are connecting. Now again we are connecting digital to analog converter, D2A. Okay, now we are connecting some hold circuit, right? Now after this we are connecting the actuator, then we are connecting our main plant, which is our plant, right? And from there we are getting some output. So here we are considering our input, which will be the continuous signal, and from there we are connecting some clock pulse. As we are considering this will be the digital control system, so that we are connecting this, so that will be connecting into two different segment, right? Okay, so then again we have a feedback path. We have a feedback path where we are considering some transducer, or we can say that we are considering some sensors, right? Now from there again we have another summer we are connecting, right? Here this is the positive signal we will consider. If any such kind of noise signals which will be arise in the system, right? From there we are considering some filters for filtering any such kind of error signal. Okay, we are considering some filter, right? And that will be goes as a error signal, right? Okay, so now this will be your feedback path. Okay, this portion will be your feedback path. Okay, and feed forward controller will also we were implementing, because this one is your feed forward control. All right, supposed to be here. We are connecting feed forward controller, and that we will connect with the actuator, right? Okay, so we already discussed in the very few lectures ago that if we will consider this particular plant, so plant must have some disturbances. Whatever the disturbances is, either there will be the inside the plant disturbances or the disturbances which will be come from the outside, whether it should be the man-made and whether it should be the environmental disturbances. Okay, whatever it is, disturbances will be nothing but if any such kind of noise or any such kind of environmental effect that will affects on the particular process or the particular plant, that we will known as a disturbances, right? So here it should have some disturbances, and that will connect it with the feed forward control, right? That because feed forward control that will connect it, so there will be the two paths on this particular system. Okay, so what we will see, so this will be actually the basic diagram where we will implementing the digital control system. So some of the basic elements of a particular system that which we will draw on this particular block. The controller operation is controlled, this particular digital controller operation that will controlled by this particular clock. Okay, so in such a digital control system, some points of the system, okay, so supposed to be this is some point, this is the another point, this is the one another point, this point will be the another point. So there will, this particular block will be divided into the several points. Okay, so in this particular digital control system, some points of the system will be passed the signal of varying amplitude, okay, in either the continuous time, okay, if is either the continuous time, okay, so if we will consider the continuous time, if either the continuous time, or we can say that it should be the discrete time, right? It should be the discrete time, right? So this particular digital control system, what we can say, the some point of the system will be passed the signal of varying the amplitude in either the continuous time or the discrete time. Okay, while the other point will be passed the signal in a numerical code, as because we are considering the digital controller or the digital computer, so it may happen the some points will be passing the signals in a numerical code as dissipated on this particular structure or the particular block. Okay, so there will be some output. The output of the plant is a continuous time signal. So whatever the output we are getting, that signal will be your continuous signal. Okay, and whatever the input you are getting, that signal will be also your continuous signal, right? In between this, we are considering the digital controller, okay, to control this particular action in a digital manner. Okay, so this particular system, okay, we can show you that this portion, okay, we can say that this portion considered as a up to hold this portion, this red marking portion will be known as a digital controller. Okay, so here the actual configuration of the digital controller will be identified. Okay, so here we will see that the output of the plant is a continuous time signals, as I will already told. Okay, the error signal will be converted wherever we are getting the some error signal. Okay, so error signal will be going from this particular feedback path. So the error signal will be converted into the digital form. Okay, So converted as because we are considering this digital computer, digital controller. So this particular error signal should have some converted into the digital form by the sample and the whole circuit. Okay, here we will considering the sample and the whole circuit. Whatever the error signal that will be coming from this particular feedback path, that will be converted into the digital form by the sample and the whole circuit. Okay, here we are using some whole circuit, and here also we are using the whole circuit. Okay, so and the analog to digital convert. Okay, so this particular block which will be are the system of this particular error signal. So what I told, that the error signal will be converted into the digital form by the sample and the whole circuit, and the analog to digital converter, sample and whole circuit, and analog to digital converter. Okay, so the conversion is done at a sampling time. This particular conversion, that means analog to digital, that conversion will be done at a particular sampling time. Okay, so the digital computer, so now what will be the function of this particular digital computer? The digital computer, this particular digital computer will be process any such kind of sequence of number by means of an algorithm, because because we are considering the digital computer, so we are considering a signal as a sequence of a number by means of an algorithm. Okay, and produce a new sequence of a number to the particular plant. Okay, so at every sampling instant, a coded number. Okay, so in every particular sampling instant, a coded number, usually this particular code number which will be flow from the digital computer, that must have consist of a 8 or more than 8 binary digit. Suppose binary digit will be considered 10101001, like this. Okay, so this particular digital controller will be consist of a 8 or more than 8 binary digit. Usually this particular number will be consisting of a 8 or more than 8 binary digit, which will be converted to the physical control system, which will be converted whenever it will be go to the actuator, or whenever it should be this particular signal which will be go to the plant. Okay, then it will be usually this will be converted to the physical control system, which is usually a continuous time or the analog signal. Here we will see that we will consider the output of this particular plant should be a continuous time signal, and it must be an analog signal, not the digital signal. So the digital to analog converter, what this particular converter will be done? Some of them is coming. Now, what will be the function of, because in this particular block you need to understand what will be the function of each and every particular block. So what will be the function of this particular D to A converter? Okay, so this particular the digital to analog converter and the whole circuit, this particular block and this particular block, what are the function of this particular block in this particular total block diagram? Okay, so the digital to analog converter and the whole circuit will be convert this particular sequence of number, whatever it's coming from the digital computer. Okay, so whatever the numerical signal, digital numerical signal which will be coming from the digital controller. Okay, so this particular analog converter and the whole circuit will be converted the sequence of number in a numerical code into a piecewise continuous time signal. Okay, so that particular signal will be converted into a piecewise continuous time signals. Okay, it will be converted into a piecewise continuous time signals whenever it should be considered as a whole circuit. Okay, so the real time clock, this particular clock, how it should be assigned, what will be the function of this particular clock? Okay, so the real time clock in the computer will be synchronize all this particular event which will be happened inside the digital controller. Okay, so what will be the function of this particular clock? The real time clock, the real time clock in the computer which will synchronize all the events which will be takes place inside this particular digital computer. Okay, or the digital controller. Okay, so the output of the whole circuit, so whatever the output we are getting from the whole circuit after getting some action of this particular digital signal. So what will be the output, okay, from the whole circuit? Okay, so the output of the whole circuit, a continuous time signal, a continuous time signal. Okay, so a continuous time signal is feed to the plant, okay, which will be feed to the plant, right? So the output of the whole circuit, which will be a continuous time signal, that is feed to the plant either directly or through the actuator. Okay, you can use this particular actuator or you may not use this particular actuator. So whatever the output of this particular actuator, that will be your continuous time signal, is feed to the plant either directly or through the actuator to control its dynamic. Okay, to control its plant dynamics. Okay, whatever the term, it's a plant dynamic. Okay, plant dynamic. Okay, or the plant operation, we can say. Okay, now what is happened? The operation of that particular transformation between this particular block and from this particular block. So the operation that transforms the continuous time signal, is called the data hold. Okay, so whatever the operation that will be transferred from this particular continuous time signals, okay, continuous time signals into the discrete time data, okay, into the discrete time data, that is called actually the sampling or the discriminant. That is called actually the sampling. Okay, so what the sampling is? Sampling, which will be nothing but the whole operation which will be transformed into the continuous time signals into the discrete time data, into the discrete time, from the continuous time signals to the discrete time data. Okay, that is called the sampling, or we can say that it is also called as a discretization. Sorry, it is also called the discrete, discretization. Okay, so either it should be called the sampling or it should be called the sampling or the discretization. Okay, so the reverse operation which will be takes place in this feedback path, the reverse operation, the operation that transform the discrete time data. So again, if we will consider from discrete time signal to the continuous time signal, if this particular reverse action will be occurred, okay, the reverse action, what I can say that the reverse operation, the operation that transform the discrete time data into a continuous time signals, is called the data hold. Okay, data hold, right? So there will be the difference between the data hold and the sampling or the discrimination. Okay, that will be nothing but a operation which will be takes place due to the continuous time signals into the discrete time signals, continuous time signals to the discrete time signal. That is called the sampling or discretization. Okay, and if the reverse operation will be takes place, that means from the discrete time signals or the discrete operation to the analog signals, that will be called as a data hold. Okay, so for this data hold, we are adopting this particular hold circuit and this particular hold circuit, right? Okay, is it clear? And this particular data hold is the amount to be reconstructed of a continuous time signals from the sequence of a discrete time signals, right? Okay, it is usually done by using a many exponential techniques. Okay, there will be the several number of techniques which will be adopted from the data hold and as well as the sampling or the discretization. So there will be some difference between the data hold. So what will be the difference between the data hold and the sampling? Can anyone told? As I told, Rahul, what will be the difference between the data hold and the sampling?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Reverse process.
Reverse. What will be known? Sampling, I told.
Process of sampling.
Okay. Sampling, again I told you, sampling, it will be nothing but a conversion from the continuous time signal. Sampling will be nothing but a conversion from the continuous time signal to the discrete time, 1010 discrete time data signal, right? This is actually the sampling or the discretization, okay? And data hold will be nothing but a conversion or the reverse action, okay, of a particular sampling, reverse action from the particular sampling to the continuous time signal. That will be the difference between the data hold and the sampling, okay? So this particular operation, these two operations, one sampling operation or the discretization operation and the data hold operation, can be constructed in a different exponential techniques. Okay, different techniques we can adopt it. Okay, in many of the cases, this is done by keeping the signal constant. Okay, sometimes it may happen we are keeping the signals, whatever the signal we are getting from the input, that should be constant between the successive sampling instant. Okay, and or we can say that we shall discuss some exponential techniques later on. Okay, whatever the techniques we are adopting for the data hold and the sampling, that we will discuss in the later part. Okay, so first we have to understand what the data hold is and what the sampling is and what will be the difference between this. Okay, because this particular thing which will be asking in the Viva, basically, what do you know about the data hold? What will be the difference between the data hold signal and one sampling or the discretization signal? Sometimes it may asking the what do you mean by the discretization of a particular digital control system? Then you should told that the operation of which will transform the continuous time signals into the discrete time, that will be known as a sampling or the discretization, and the data hold will be nothing but a reverse operation of the sampling, which will be the operation that transform the discrete time data, which will be converted to the continuous time signal, which will be known as a data hold. Now we can say that the sample and the hold, which will be known as SH, okay, which will be known as, now we have a two components we will discuss, this SH and AD, that means sampling and hold block and analog to digital block. Okay, so what is actually done in this particular block? Okay, so sample and the hold circuit, that means first thing is S and H. Okay, sample and hold. Okay, sample and hold circuit and the analog to digital converter, which will be converted, keep remind these things, which will be converted the continuous time signal, the continuous time signals into a sequence of a numerically what I can say, of a numerically coded binary, or we can coded binary words, such as such an A to D, conversion process is called coding, or we can say that encoding. Okay, coding or encoding. So what does it mean? Someone is so what we can say, that the sample and the hold circuit and the analog to digital converter, whatever the block we are implementing in the previous block diagram. Okay, so the sampling and the hold circuit and the analog to digital converter, which will converted the continuous time signals, okay, into a sequence of numerically coded binary words, numerically coded sequence of numerically coded binary words supposed to be 1010 0001 1100 0011 like this. Okay, so from the continuous time signals to the sequence of the numerically coded binary words, such a to D conversion process, this particular process, okay, is called the coding, or we can say that the encoding. Okay, so these are actually the term we need to know. Okay, so what do you know about by the encoding? What do you know? Coding and encoding is the same term, which will be. So this is actually the example, or we can say that the formation of a coding and the encoding, right? So we can say that the combination of this particular sampling and hold circuit, the combination of this particular sample and hold circuit, and analog to digital converter, or the analog to digital conversion process, we can say. Okay, so what we can say, that the sample and the hold circuit and the analog to digital converter may be visualized as a switch. Okay, so this particular sampling and hold circuit and analog to digital converter will be nothing but a visualization effect of a particular switch. Okay, that close instantly at every time interval, which will be closed instantly at every time interval t, and which will generate a sequence of number in a numerical code. Right, so the digital computer which will operates now, what will be the function of this particular digital computer? So the digital computer operates on such number, whatever the number we are getting from the this particular sample and hold circuit. So the digital computer operates this particular number which will be coming from the sampling and the hold circuit, and as well as the analog to digital computer, that particular numbers in a numerical code, and it will generate, this particular digital computer will be generate a desired sequence of number, which will generate the desired sequence of number in a another numerical code. Okay, so what we can say, that the digital to analog, or the D to A. Now what will be the function of this particular D to A? The digital to analog conversion process is called the decoding. Okay, decoding. So this process, whatever the process which will be takes place, the process will be takes place as a decoding. Okay, and whatever the process which will be takes place in this portion, that will be called as a coding, or we can say that it should be called as a encoding. Okay, so is it understandable? What do you know about by the decoding, and what do you know about the encoding? Is it understandable or not? Or again, I can say, anyone response?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so so again I will told you, encoding and coding is actually what? Encoding and coding, I told you, this encoding and coding, this actually occurred in the sampling and the hold circuit and the analog to digital computer. Again I told, the sample and the hold circuit and the analog to digital converter, which will be convert the continuous time signal, this particular continuous time signal to the sequence of numerical code binary words, such an A to D conversion process, will be known as a coding or encoding, and the combination of this particular SH, and the analog to digital computer may be visualized as a switch. Okay, this particular block will be nothing but a switch. Okay, at a particular time interval t. Okay, at a particular every time interval, and that particular switch, whatever the switch we are applied on this particular block, that switch will be closed instantly at a particular time interval t, and which will generate a sequence, of number in a numerical code, because digital computer or the digital controller will be only know the digital sequence which will be coming from this particular sampling and the whole circuit, okay, and as well as analog to digital converter. So what will be the function of this particular digital computer? The function of this digital computer operates on such number which will be coming from the SH and the AD block, okay, that particular number in a numerical code, and which will generate a desired sequence of number, whatever the desired value we are getting from the digital computer for uses of this particular plant or to process this particular plant, okay, that desired sequence of number we are getting from this particular digital computer, okay. And what will be the function of this particular DA? The DA, digital to analog conversion process, which will be takes place in this particular block, which will be known as a decoding of a particular number which will be comes from the digital computer, okay. So that will be the difference. So decoding will be takes place in the digital to analog converter, okay, and coding and encoding will be takes place in this particular sampling and the hold and analog to digital conversion block, okay. Now we are considering some definition or the terms, okay, which we can implement it. What are the different definition, or we can say what will be the definition of sample and hold, okay, what will be the definition of we can say that A to D, what will be the definition of A to D converters, what will be the definition of the D to A converter, what will be the actually the process will be takes place inside the plant, what will be the definition of the actuator, or the which process will be takes place inside this particular actuator. That process we will discuss actually, right? So first we have to move forward the definition of a sample and hold circuit, that means this portion, okay. So we are considering some definition, okay, some definition, okay. If you check your module 1, that sampling and hold circuit we will there, okay, right, okay. So you check your module, okay. So now we are considering the some definition, what the sample and the hold circuit is, that we will discuss, okay. So first, whatever the definition we will consider, one second, okay, I have a call. Bolo. Hello. Okay. স্কুটির নাম্বার এখনো হয়নি, না স্কুটির নাম্বার হয়নি এখন, মেসেজ চলে এসেছে, ওটা ইন্স্যুরেন্সের নাম্বারটা এসছে, ইন্স্যুরেন্সের নাম্বার, স্কুটির নাম্বার হয়নি এখন, ঠিক আছে। Okay, so first definition will be my sampling and the hold, okay. So sample and hold, okay, which will be termed as SH. What will be the definition? Can anyone told?
Discrete time signal to continuous time signal.
Discrete time to continuous time signal, yes, okay. So if anyone what will be the definition? Yes, it is correct, okay. So the definition of the particular sample and hold is whatever I have written, please check, okay. So the term sample and hold, okay, sample and hold, what does it mean? Okay, suppose isko ye tumko diya, what does it term will be, because that means some signals which will be coming from the input signal, that signal will be sampled, and that's whatever the sampled signal that will be hold on this particular section, okay. So the sample and hold is a general term used for a sample used for a sample and hold, used for a sample and hold amplifier. Sample and hold amplifier. Okay, so it should describe what will be the function of this particular sample and the hold circuit. It should describe a circuit. It should describe a circuit that received an analog input, analog input signal, I can say analog input signal, and holds the signal at a constant value as because why it is constant value? As because we are considering the continuous analog signal as an input, and that particular analog signal which will be hold the signal at a constant value. Okay, at a constant value for a specific period of time, which will be known as a capital T. Okay, so for a specific, this point will be known that for a specific period of time, usually the signal which will be getting from this particular input, the signal is electrical. The signal is electrical, but other form are possible. Other form are possible, such as optical, or we can say that mechanical, or we can say that mechanical, right? So what we can say, what will be the sampling and the holds, the definition. The sample and hold is a general term which will be used as a sample and hold amplification. For the amplification of a particular signal, we are adopted the sampling and the hold block. Okay, and what will be the function of this particular sample and hold? It should describe a circuit that receives an analog input signal, that will receive this particular analog input signal, because here we are considering the analog input. Okay, continuous analog input signal which will be getting to this particular block. Okay, so that's why it should be written that it should describe a circuit that received an analog input signal and holds the signal at a constant value for a specific period of time. Usually the signal, this particular signals, continuous signal, it either be the electrical signal, okay, or it should be the optical signals, okay, or it should be the mechanical signals, whatever, depending upon your plant dynamics. Okay, we are getting the input to the particular system, right? So what is written in this, that the signal, it's maybe the electrical system or the electrical signal, or it may be the signal of a optical, okay, or it may be the signal of a mechanical. Okay, so that is actually the sample and the hold circuit. Okay, so I think we will over the session. Okay, I think in the 11:30 you have another class. Okay, so we will discuss the another definition of A to D converters, D to A converters, some process, the plants. That thing we will discuss in tomorrow lecture. Okay, is it clear? Everyone?
Yes, sir.
समझ में आया है?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So we will discuss the next session in the next lecture, that is tomorrow. I think examination, if the examination will
हेलो
there, then, yes, bolo.
सर सर जो एग्जामिनेशन कल होगा सर उसमें कॉपी भी चेक मतलब होगा सर या फिर जो प्रैक्टिकल
Yeah,
कॉपी है वो
that will, yes, हो सकता है, that will depends upon the concerned teacher. Okay, suppose electrical machine, you have an electrical machine lab.
यस सर
Yeah, so
यस सर
you have to communicate with the concerned teacher. Okay, so the department is already told the particular teacher, that will depends upon the teacher. Okay, if they ask for the for the lab copy, then you can show, otherwise not. If you are not, if the examiner will not told you to ask, show you this particular paper, then you cannot. That will depend
ओके
on those who have taking your viva. Okay, because I'm not taking your viva. Okay, the concerned teacher will be taking your viva.
ओके सर दैट मींस सर एक्सटर्नल टीचर विल टेक द वाइवा और आवर कॉलेज
It may be external teacher coming from NIT, maybe, okay, or may not be, okay, or some our internal faculty will takes your external viva. That I will told you in the notice, which will be published after 4 p.m. Okay, that the detailed thing that will share in the notice. Okay.
यस
Okay, okay, fine. Okay, so I will give you the notice after 4 p.m. right? So what the thing is, okay? Okay, now we will stop the session. Okay, so we will discuss tomorrow.
Thank you, sir.